What is going on, all you beautiful and sexy people? This is Manufactured Opinion here, bringing you another Witcher 3 video. And today we are talking about some new DLC that just dropped as of June 17th, and that is the Wolf School gear, armor, and weapons. This is a half-hour video, so I will not torture you guys with talking that long, even though I probably could talk nonsense for that long. There's just a few important key elements I want to point out to you about the video before I drop off. A couple things about the armor set itself. You will have already had to have gotten to Kaer Morhen before you can get the base level gear. That is like the first set. I think it's like level 14 requirement. So, you know, depending on what level you are, by the time you get to Kaer Morhen, it obviously won't make sense to make that armor. The upside of that is, the silver lining, if you will, is that you will be a pretty high enough level where you can get the enhanced and superior pieces pretty quickly. Those treasure hunts are a lot higher levels than they need to be to begin with, so it really shouldn't be that big of a concern. I just think it's kind of annoying that you have to get to Kaer Morhen before you can get anything. But just one thing to keep in mind. The beginning of the video, I'm just showing you all the locations of the treasure maps. There is one in Kaer Morhen, and depending on how far along you are in the story, the blacksmith that you need to access for the map may not be there. Once you get spoilers, if you don't want any spoilers, leave the video now. But if you get far along the final preparations quest and recruit Ermion, you obviously kill Madman Lugos, and that whole town becomes deserted. So what I had to do was, you know, reload an earlier save and actually just mark all the spots on the map from my earlier save, and then go back to my newest save, and then find all the locations in my newest save. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Those diagrams, if you're looking for those specific locations, which some people might be, I have a sneaking suspicion that some people might be. It's about the 13.5-minute mark of this video. And I'll put links and everything in the description, hyperlinking to everything, so everything's easier to find. I might do, you know, base gear, enhanced gear, superior gear, mastercrafted gear, just so it's easier to filter through the video. So there's also a few clips I would like to discuss with you sexy fucks that are a little bit later on in the video, and that is one for the basic wolf armor. It is in Kaer Morhen in a ruined tower. Now, the way that I have the clip set up, going back and looking at the video, may seem a little confusing to some people. So essentially all you have to do is run into the ruined tower, pick up the notes, read the notes, activate the first portal. One of the portals isn't activated. You got to run around the side of the ruined tower onto some scaffolding, pick up the next crystal, activate the next portal, and then jump into the giant portal. And then you'll land pretty much right on top of the base wolf armor. The other clip I wanted to discuss is the one for the Mastercrafted silver sword. You will come across a fiend. Once you kill the fiend, there's a couple of dead bodies near the fiend, and there's a locked door as well. Those bodies should have what's called the bandit's key on them, and you can use the bandit's key to open that locked door, and behind that locked door is the Mastercrafted silver sword. Now, just another general thing to point out is, for whatever reason, my video editor hates when I run into caves in this game. It actually makes all of my clips a bit darker, and it's like the only game it does that for. I don't know why. But in some of the cave sections, I apologize, it's a bit dark. But if you follow the mini-map on the top right, you can pretty much find the exact location that I'm in. So it shouldn't be too difficult. Most of the times in the cave, it's really just at like the back of the cave. There's one point where it's behind some like stalactites. But other than that, it should be pretty easy to follow. You know, other than that, I actually think the gear is pretty damn cool looking. Kind of look like a cross between Eskel and Lambert's armor. The stats are pretty damn good. The highest armor ratings over the Ursine gear, and a higher damage rating over the Ursine swords. Not too sure if it really matters though, since the game gets pretty easy anyways. You don't really need to min-max anything. Maybe some expansions will change that. But it is a nice little change, and we finally have some gear associated with Geralt's, school, so that's pretty cool. But other than that, I'm gonna leave you guys with the video. I'm not gonna bore you anymore. So I hope you find the rest of the video helpful. I hope you are enjoying Witcher 3. If you have it, if you don't, you should freaking get it. And most importantly, I hope you are all enjoying life. And I will see you in the next video. Take care now.
Right, now to activate it. What's open, but it looks unstable. Guess one cell's not enough. Works. Who would have thunk? Some. some. Might want to look around some. Might want to look around some. Might want to look around some. An iron mine. Depleted centuries ago. I want to look around some. Something these roots. Might want to look around some. Might want to look around some. some. Might want to look around some. Might want to look around some.
Sleep, sleep, sleep. You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steak.